someone else had just signed up under her, and so I thought my strategic game was going to be awesome, and it works out. It worked out really well. I couldn't be happier, but it's not a no, it's a just not right now. And keep that in mind, because I'm a perfect example of I was a no to begin with, and I would be the one like everybody else. I should have signed up earlier.
Yeah.
But I think this timing is perfect.
And if you think about it,
sorry, because it's such a wide spread of who can use the products, that no really is, you're not telling me what I need to hear at that moment. So, I mean, it's not to turn it around on you, but if you continue to listen and continue to take in whatever that person's giving you, they're eventually going to give you something and you're going to be like, okay, well, not only is it going to help you with this, but it could possibly help you with this, and it could possibly help you with this, and finally they're going to be like, okay.
that was the one. That was my button.
Yeah, you have to find that spot, because everyone has that spot. I mean, I was tired and I listened to those people talk about, dropping off their kids at school, going home and taking a nap. I tried to take a nap the other day. I can't nap anymore. And it's really frustrating. Every once in a while I'll get a nap, but for the most part, like, I'll sit here and be like, oh, it'd be a perfect time for a nap, and I just can't. I just can't. It's frustrating. I miss my naps. I could have worse problems, I guess.
Yeah.
So, but it's not no, it's just not right now.
I was gonna say people's health changes too. 3 months down the road, they could go in and say, "Oh, you're pre-diabetic now."
Yeah.
Okay, all of a sudden it's time to do something. You never know when that's gonna happen, or even to a loved one, they might, suddenly their mom or their dad comes down with something. Okay, they're ready to listen.
And it works both ways too. Like, listening to your story, I have an instructor at Cuesta who has leukemia, and she goes in every 6 weeks, I think, for treatment, and she's down for the count for 4 or 5 days. So we had a class last semester that was actually supposed to be in class, and it ended up being partially online because she couldn't come in, she couldn't do the instruction because of her treatment. And I've been wanting to talk to her, but it's awkward because, like, that video talks about talking up. To me, she's my superior in a way. She's my instructor at college, even though we're probably close to the same age. But, so just hearing your story and hearing you talk about that, it gives me that
courage to
it approach
her.
Yeah. And it's,
now you have a legitimate story.
Yeah, and it's that, and I'm doing her a disservice by not telling her.
Absolutely.
So I'm holding back because of my insecurities, and it could really help her feel better. So that's an interesting, and I think that's another thing with the meetings too. Like, you'll hear stuff, and it'll just click, and you'll think about someone you hadn't thought about before.
Well, one of the things you have to remember is the BioCleanse oxygenates your blood, and just like Aimee said, when your blood is well oxygenated, the cancer won't live in there.
Yeah.
So.
And sugars. I used to like sweets, and cancer feeds off of sugar.
Yeah.
I have no desire whatsoever to eat anything sweet. Nothing.
Yeah. It's interesting.
Yeah.
A lot cheaper than my mom went through hyperbaric chamber treatment.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
To keep the bacteria down on her and infections in her feet and stuff. And that was expensive. 3 times a day she was having treatments.
Oh yes.
Yeah, we were driving her back and forth to the hospital, and
And you don't. I think one of the things that really overwhelmed Mom was trying to learn everything about all the products so that they can help, how they can help everybody with every, illness.
I got it now.
Yeah, she practices on me all the time. She'd be like, "So I talked to somebody about this today. Did I say this right?" Yes, Mom, you did just fine. But I mean, you don't have to know everything about all the products. You're gonna learn. The more meetings you go to, the more videos you watch, the more you read, you're gonna learn. The more you hear people saying, "Well, this helped me," and then have somebody explain why that helped them, you're gonna pick it up. But a few of the things like the probiotic, how it has the antifungal in it, which helps actually break down that bad bacteria instead of just changing the balances between bad and good. Those are little things that you can pick up and repeat, and that covers a multitude of different ailments. So I think it's important not to get overwhelmed on the science side of it, even though there's some people that are very scientific. Like Ame has the breakdown on YouTube she's a nutritionist, so and Lori can go way in depth to where I'm not even sure what she's talking about anymore. I try to keep up, but she can get me lost sometimes. But you don't have to be that person. I
And
guess is my
actually,
point.
it's sometimes better that you don't, because then everybody sees, well, if she doesn't know everything, I can do that business too.
Yeah.
You know, if you say, and actually I've heard lots of very successful people say that they, and rather than answer the question right off the bat, they'll say, let me find out for you and I'll let you know.
Right.
Number one, it gives you another reason to contact them,
Mhm.
so that's a follow-up. But then also, again, it's not unreachable. You know, I can never remember all of that stuff. Well, no, you don't have to remember all that stuff. We have it all written down. You can find it. So sometimes it's better not to. So
Yeah.
Or a lot of people can say, you know, I can never talk the way she talks. Or I can never remember everything she remembers.
Mhm.
You know.
And surprisingly, you'll remember more of it than you realize because you're saying it over and over and over again.
Yep.
And it just, I don't know, when you start to feel good about what's going on with you, it's really easy to talk to people about it. And they can see that. You know, when I did that Christmas thing at the church, the people that I did talk to, it wasn't super busy, but the people I did talk to said, you know, I can really see you're passionate about these products. And that was a month and a half in. So it's infectious in a good way.
Most people will follow you and listen to what you have to say because of your excitement about it. Way more than your knowledge, way more than, they want to know, of course, does it work? Will it work for me?
Yeah.
You know, did it work for you? And your excitement's what's going to grab their attention and they're going to listen and they're going to try it.
Yeah.
People that are tentative, well, I'm trying this stuff out. I'm not going to want to go do what that person, you know, why, especially I'm putting something in my body and you're like, iffy about it? No.
Yeah.
If you're like, oh, this is the best, I feel so much better. Yeah, I mean,
Right.
absolutely. I'll do whatever you want.
Benefit
Give me
is the
two.
fact that you earn money while you're getting well and helping other people get well. They compensate you for it. Everybody likes a little extra compensation.
Yeah.
Most of the people I know anyway.
Who needs extra money?
Yeah.
So,
wanna take
anyways,
questions?
that was my
Questions?
list. Sure. Does anybody have any questions?
Nothing's come up lately about the compensation plan or about anything that. Awesome, you guys are all perfect. Go
Right.
talk to people right now.
Go forth and be Plexus.